Life isn't fair. Some people are blessed with good genetics, born into wealthy families and just seem to have life on easy mode. However, there is something you have that works in your favor. In this video, I'm going to help you find your own unfair advantage. Stick around to the end and I'll have a gem for you. If you're familiar with the channel, then you may already have some idea of what it is. Success is not simply awarded to the hardest workers. It is awarded to those who develop and use their unfair advantages. A Sigma male's unfair advantages can be assessed within the framework of 5 categories. 1. Money. Money is the root of all evil, and that's because it's a huge unfair advantage. Whether you are born into a wealthy family, or you are employed in a high-earning profession, money is one of your unfair advantages. For many Sigma males, money comes easily. What is the advantage of money? Simply put, money provides support, gives you options, opens the doors for opportunities, gives you time in the form of financial freedom, while accommodating for needs, wants, and other selfish desires. However, many people believe you need to be living in a mansion and driving a Lamborghini for money to be an advantage. It is true that living such a gregarious lifestyle can certainly be an indicator of your magnitude in realizing this advantage. However, every person may apply this advantage differently. If you're not struggling to put food on the table, can live comfortably, and spend within your means, then money may be your unfair advantage. Living a more minimalist lifestyle today can help a large majority of people realize this advantage in the long term. However, this is not to sugarcoat the reality of the differences between you and the 20-year-old trust fund kid driving the Lamborghini. If you're convinced this is not your unfair advantage, then keep watching. 2. Insight and intelligence. This is where it gets interesting. Intelligence is inherently genetic. You can do an IQ test and see where you rank. But intelligence comes in different forms. Academic intelligence is no longer the be-all and end-all of ranking a person's intelligence. Social, emotional, and creative intelligence have become hugely valuable. Are you more emotionally attuned than the next person? Are you able to form solutions to complex problems with outside-of-the-box thinking? These forms of intelligence are more subjective, but it is common for a Sigma male to be extremely intelligent in at least a few of these areas. Insight is an interesting one. It relates to your unique circumstance and experiences in life. In this aspect, everyone technically has a unique insight. However, where it becomes an unfair advantage is using your insight as a benefit to you. Will Shu, a city banker, realized there was an issue that he and other office workers faced. They were often required to work late evenings, and there was a lack of options when it came to food delivery. As simple as this may seem, this was Will Shu's unique insight. Do you know who he is? Will Shu is the founder of Deliveroo. I'm going to expose a keyword here, and if you remember anything after watching this video, then make sure this is it. The keyword is leverage. An unfair advantage is a matter of leveraging what you have at your disposal to make the most out of your life. It is playing the cards you are dealt in the most optimal way. Remember this word as we carry on to the remaining 3 categories. 3. Location and luck. It's no secret that certain locations are highly sought after due to the advantages they bring. If you are a banker, then a busy city such as London or New York is the most lucrative. If you are a tech person, or a budding startup founder seeking venture capitalist funding, then Silicon Valley provides a huge amount of opportunity. Many entrepreneurs and business founders seek anywhere they can take advantage of a tax loophole. Digital nomads are often seen working from Bali and elsewhere in Southeast Asia where the cost of living is extremely cheap compared to the rest of the Western world. And what about luck? Luck is a matter of probabilities. You're more likely to experience the good fortunes of luck if you're in a location suited to you and your goals. If your dreams are to be a Hollywood actor, then it is highly unlikely you will experience much luck if you aren't living in Los Angeles. Look around you and your environment. Ask yourself if your current living situation is conducive to reaching your goals. Do you have a high probability of experiencing luck in your current town or city? Where can you go which is better suited to you? Bring yourself closer to your goals by taking advantage of location and luck. 4. Education and expertise. Education is not simply your schooling and holding a master's degree. Whilst these can certainly bring an unfair advantage in being employable, it is not the employability value itself that is an unfair advantage, but it is the access to knowledge and resources. The value of a degree is becoming increasingly obsolete in many areas. As we now have YouTube University, where you can learn literally anything you could possibly think of. And if a certain field doesn't currently exist, why don't you solve the problem? Learn from elsewhere and teach what you've learned. Expertise is often overlooked by many people. You may think you are not an expert in a certain area, but what really is an expert in this day and age? An expert is anybody who knows more about a topic than you. If you're someone who hits the gym consistently for more than a few years, you could be viewed as an expert by many people. It helps even more if you have the results to show for it. You don't need to know the nitty-gritty and ins and outs of a topic to be proficient enough to teach. Think back to your experiences and what you have learned. This could be one of your biggest unfair advantages. 5. Status. This one is controversial to many. Many tend to feel the same way about this as they do about money. It's the age-old triad of looks, money, and status. However, it's true that status is a huge unfair advantage, and you don't have to be Leonardo DiCaprio in order to attain this. Status comes in many shapes and forms, and unless you are a well-known celebrity, it is nearly 100% situational. It strongly correlates to the other unfair advantage of expertise. Captain of the football team? You have status. CEO of a Fortune 500 company? You have status. Most men won't have developed status in their life until their late 30s or 40s, which is also conveniently the time when you are likely to have a lot more money. However, it is always a good idea to consider where you can build status in your life. People who are well connected within the right circles and formed high-status relationships, by the law of association, are often granted status. This doesn't mean rubbing shoulders with all the right people. However, if you feel that your introversion is holding you back, I would highly suggest checking out Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Your unfair advantages can't be easily copied or bought. They are unique to you. Use this framework to assess your own unfair advantages. If you gained value from this video, and especially enjoyed the framework, then check out the book The Unfair Advantage by Ash Ali and Hassan Kuba. While the book mainly focuses on leveraging your unfair advantages to form successful startup businesses, this video has reiterated the same concepts to make it applicable to life in general. Comment a gem emoji below if this video was of value to you, and consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.